Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we started with the new chapter relations and functions. In that one we went through many types of differentiation and we worked few problems also. So let us quickly recapitulate what we have done in the last class. So the first thing I said, what is a relation? So simply a relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two sets. That's the basic definition what we needed. Then after definition we studied something called as domain of a relation, range of a relation. Then after that we studied what are types of relations are actually. So types of relations, basically empty relation, first one. It's a relation actually, but it's not going to have any elements. So like we discussed in examples based on in a school all are boys, okay, but the relation contains ordered pair A comma B such that A is a sister of B. So there exists no elements at all. So that will be an best example for an empty relation. Now the next one we studied something called as universal relation. So it's quite simply the relation, whatever the elements you got it in the relation, every element should present in A cross B. Now in such case the relation will be called as a universal relation. The next, number 3, we studied something called as reflexive relation. So reflexive relation, the word itself suggests reflex. So the first element and second element in an ordered pair should be same. Okay. Now reflexive relation, what is the condition for reflexive relation? For every element from the given set, you should be able to find an ordered pair A comma A belongs to the relation. Not just for one or two elements, it should be for every element of the given set. Now the next one, fourth, now we studied something called as a symmetric relation. So what is a symmetric relation? Quite simple. You will start with A comma B. You will select an ordered pair A comma B. Then what you will do is, you will reverse the elements. A and B will be reversed. And if you are able to find B comma A also belongs to R, start with A comma B and search for B comma A, not just for one ordered pair, whatever the number of ordered pair present in the relation. For every ordered pair, you should be able to find an ordered pair of such kind. So don't think that 1 comma 2 is there, 2 comma 1 is there, so it is symmetric. No. If 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 is there, what if suppose there is one more ordered pair 2 comma 3? For that also we need to search. So it should be checked for every ordered pair belongs to the relation. Now the next one, we studied something called transitive relation. So what is a transitive relation? Now quite simple. Start with A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. Then just look at this. If I eliminate this common element, the remaining ordered pair will be A comma C, and if this also exists. So to start with transitive, you should start with two ordered pairs actually. Okay, make sure these two elements are same. Then eliminate that, the remaining ordered pair will be A comma C, and if this also exists in the given relation, then the relation is said to be transitive. Now the sixth one, it is called as an equivalence relation. So a relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, all the three. Okay. In such case, the relation whatever we obtain will be called as a equivalence relation. So apart from that, we studied something called as antisymmetric relation. Board examination, it's not at all needed, but for MCQs we need it, so remember that thing. And when explaining, I said something also, A comma B is there, but there is no ordered pair starting with B. This does not exist at all. Then you say that this itself will satisfy transitive, okay, and it will be called as trivial transitive. It's not at all mentioned anywhere trivial transitive, but if you can Google it, yes, you can find this concept. Okay, so this satisfies a trivial transitive. So we have studied all these types of relations in the previous class. We worked few examples also. So at any stage, if you feel that I'm going a little bit fast, please let me know. Okay, fine. Now we have discussed almost in the exercise problems. We have done all the problems in the worked examples. And in the exercise problems we have done first main, fourth one we have finished. Now we have to start with the fifth main. The fifth main, the set. First thing is, see, whenever a discussion is there, the discussion will be based on a set actually, that should be noted. So it says a set of all human beings in a particular town. So set of all human beings in a particular town, that is going to be the set. Now every time we have discussed so far only the numbers, right? Now there are few problems based on human relations also. So under that, the first one, A, R contains ordered pair x comma y such that x and y work at the same place. X and y work at the same place. Okay, so that means x is a human being, y is also a human being. If these two human beings work at the same place, then that will become one ordered pair for the relation. In a town there are so many human beings will be, right? I may go to a different place to work, some other maybe go to different place to work. Okay, then I cannot consider that as an one ordered pair. If I and one of my friend, we both of us goes to the same place to work, then that type of ordered pair will exist in the given relation. That's the explanation. So let us see how it's going to be reflexive. So to start with reflexive, for every element A belongs to the given set. That is where it has to start. So can I say that, is it possible to say that A and A work at the same place? Is it possible to say this? See, for reflexive you should not take two different elements. One element, take one element and repeat the same. It is possible to say, okay, it's universal thing, okay, me and myself. It's something like Nityananda talking me, something like that, okay. So A and A will work at the same place. It's possible. Hence the ordered pair, therefore the ordered pair A comma A belongs to the relation. Okay, these problems has to be discussed in general. Human beings relation, we cannot give any examples. Okay, so let's go to the second, symmetric. So how to start with symmetric? Let us consider A comma B belongs to R. This shows that A and B work at the same place. Correct, right? A and B work at the same place. It doesn't matter if I just write A and B or B and A, doesn't matter, right? So what I can do here, the next thing I can say, B and A also work at the same place. Therefore, ordered pair B comma A belongs to R. Therefore, R is said to be symmetric. Now, if I just start transitive. Transitive. So, how to start transitive? Let A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. You start two ordered pairs of such kind. So, what does this says actually? This says A and B work at the same place. Now, what does this says? And B and C work at the same place. You don't put the line like this. Okay, you have to write the classwork. So in the classwork, please write the statement properly. Okay, fine. Now, as you notice, under discussion there are three persons A, B, C. Now what I can say, all the three are working at the same place, right? But I need to relate these two. This certainly says A and C work at the same place. That's fine. Okay. Now if A and C work at the same place, then ordered pair A comma C belongs to the relation. Hence the relation is going to be transitive. Now let's move on to the second problem under this. The second problem is, students please note down properly, okay, when writing the classwork, okay. Please maintain the classwork. Now every time you cannot go and rewind the video and just listen to the statement. So anyway, when revising for any examination or test, you need a classwork. So please write the classwork and maintain it. Let's move on to the second one under this. Excuse me. Under this second one says, the relation R will contain ordered pair x comma y such that x and y live in same locality. So I stay in Malleshwaram. If one of my stay in Malleshwaram, then me and my friend will become one ordered pair for the relation. Locality should be same. That's how it should be considered. Okay, fine. Now, the next thing, let us start with the statement based on this. So, first thing we have to discuss for reflexive. For every element A belongs to A, can I say that A and A live in same locality? Is it possible to say? Yes, it is possible. Okay, me and myself, okay, will live in the same locality. It is possible. So from this I can say that an ordered pair A comma A belongs to R, right? Neatly, step by step. Okay, now the next, let's go for symmetric. So start symmetric by considering let A comma B belongs to R. Now when can I say A comma B belongs to R? This says that A and B live in same locality, correct, right? Okay, now it doesn't matter if A and B live in the same locality, it can also be written as B and A live in the same locality. So when B and A live in the same locality, the ordered pair will become B comma A belongs to R, therefore R is symmetric. At the end of each one, please write the conclusion. So you have to mention here R is reflexive, here you have to mention here R is symmetric. Now let's go to the next one. The next we have to discuss for transitive. So the transitive says you have to start by considering A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. So this says that A and B live in same locality, and also B and C, this is A and B, for this B and C live in the same locality. Now as in the previous example there are 3 persons under discussion and all the 3 persons live in the same locality, right? Now but what we need to just conclude, is it possible to say now A and C live in the same locality? Yes, all the 3 persons are living in the same locality. So A and C also live in the same locality. That says that ordered pair A comma C belongs to R. Just notice the beginning and ending. Okay, that is quite important for us. So once you're done with this, you can easily say that therefore R is going to be transitive. If you are able to apply your logic, it's just pure logic thing what is needed here. Okay, so no need to think too much, no need to see too much of calculation. As you see, there is nothing called as calculation at all here. Just logic has to be applied. Now let's go to the third problem under this, and third problem says an interesting one. X comma y such that x is 7 centimeter, x is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y. So the relation R will contains an ordered pair of 2 persons. The relation between the 2 persons is the first person should be exactly 7 centimeter taller than the second person. Correct? Now that type of ordered pair will exist in the given relation. Now to start with this first one, I have to check for reflexive, right? So for all A belongs to the given set. See, this has to be given set always, that should be remembered. Now if suppose if it has to be reflexive, I will write a statement on that, then I will show you. If it has to be reflexive, then A is exactly 7 centimeter taller than A. Suppose if it is reflexive, this should be the statement. Can you say that you yourself is taller than by 7 centimeter? No. If I just see in the mirror, me and my image, we are going to have the same length, right? But look here. Okay. Is it possible to say A is exactly 7 centimeter taller than A? This is not possible. This is not possible. Therefore, you cannot say ordered pair A comma A. Now this is fine, right? Now if A comma A does not belongs to R, then R is not reflexive. That's the statement. Now to check for symmetric. So how to check for symmetric? Let A comma B belongs to R. Now if A comma B belongs to R, this says that A is 7 centimeter taller than B. A is exactly 70 centimeter taller than B. If A is 7 centimeters, see something like this. This is A, this is B. A is 7 centimeter taller than B. But now what is, if I read it from left to right side, I will say A is 7 centimeter taller than B. Now if I read it from right to left side, B is actually 7 centimeter shorter than A. Okay. Now this says that B is 7 centimeter. It is not taller now. Okay. Now it's going to be shorter than A. So what happens because of this? This says ordered pair B comma A does not belongs to R. A is 7 centimeter taller than B, but B is actually 7 centimeters shorter. But if it is symmetric, B should be 7 centimeter taller than A. That's not possible. Okay. So therefore the relation is not going to be symmetric. Now let's go to the next. The next one is we have to discuss for transitive. Now how to discuss for transitive? Let's consider A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. This says that A is 7 centimeter taller than B and also B is 7 centimeter taller than C. So if I just write a diagram, you can understand better. This is A, this is B and this is C. Look at here. Now what is the relation between A and B? A is 7 centimeter taller than B. What's the relation between B and C? B is 7 centimeter shorter but taller than C. So this much of length will be 7 and now this much of length, if I compare to this person, this much of length will be 7. So what is the relation between A and C? Now this actually says that A is 14 centimeter. Look here. Okay, A is 14 centimeter taller than C. But to be transitive, A should be 7 centimeter taller than C. Okay, so from this the conclusion is ordered pair A comma C does not belongs to R. Therefore R is not going to be transitive. Okay. Okay students, now let's move on to an interesting one. I know you will laugh at this example. Okay, I have laughed many number of times whenever I went to teach this. Okay, let's have an example. That is D. R contains ordered pair X comma Y such that X is wife of Y. Okay, fine. Now let us start with reflexive. For all A belongs to A. What is A here? See, A is a set. Capital A is a set of human beings. So A is one element from, and that means A is one human being. If suppose if it's reflexive, can I write a statement? A is wife of A. A person is wife of himself or herself. Possible? Nowhere. Okay. So what does this says? Ordered pair A comma A does not belongs to R. Therefore R is not going to be reflexive. First one is over. Now let's move to the next. Symmetric. Okay. So let us start. A comma B belongs to R. This says that A is wife of B. If A is wife of B, okay, that means A is a female and B is a male. Please do not look into the present context. Okay, I'm talking something about the marriage of same type of gender. Forget it, please. Okay, let us stick on to the marriages normally which happens. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's come back to this now. A is a wife of B. That's fine. Is it possible to say B is a wife of A now? I said the other way, you should not think. Think straightforward, okay? Is it possible to say B is wife of A? But B cannot be wife of A. That's correct, right? Now this says that the ordered pair B comma A does not belongs to R. Therefore R is not going to be symmetric. Now the last one. Under this, the last is to discuss for transitive. So I should start A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. I've written something, I will some mistake, I will tell you later on. Just wait and watch. Okay, fine. Now this says that A is wife of B, the first statement, correct now? But can I take this B comma C? That is this question. Can I say this exists? Is it possible to say B comma C exist? It does not exist at all. Let me tell you the reason. If A is wife of B, so A will be female and B will be male. Suppose if think that this exists, what will you write? B is wife of C. Now that means a male is a wife of a male. Possible? No. Okay. I said be straightforward. Okay, fine. Okay. Now let's see this one now. But is it possible to say B is wife of 5? This does not exist at all. Right. So the meaning is this does not exist. It does not exist at all. So what is that I said when discussing transitive and even in the revision in the beginning of today's class? If you have A comma B, but there is no ordered pair starting with B, this does not exist at all, then this itself will satisfy transitive. Don't get confused. This example is quite simple. It is purely based on human relations and you can understand better compared to numbers. This is how the explanation goes on. So this relation is not reflexive because a person cannot be wife of himself or herself. Then this relation is not symmetric because if A is wife of B, then B cannot be wife of A. And this is going to be transitive. Okay. Now what we say is one ordered pair will exist, but the second ordered pair does not exist to discuss transitive. Hence it's going to be transitive. And we call it as trivial transitive. Occasionally we get this. Intentionally sometimes it will be given to make you confused. Okay, so please try to understand this concept. Now in this the last one is R equal to ordered pair x comma y such that x is father of y. X is father of y. So let's go for first one. So let's go for reflexive. For every element A belongs to A. So A stands for one human being. Is it possible to say A is father of A? Me is father of myself. Possible? No, this is not possible. Okay. So not possible. If this is not possible, this says that ordered pair A comma A does not belongs to R. Hence it's not going to be reflexive. Fine. Now the second one is symmetric. What a symmetric says, start with A comma B belongs to R. This says that A is father of B. Correct. But is it possible to say B is father of A? No. B is son or daughter of A it is actually. So what I say, but B is not, or you can say by B cannot be, right? B is not father of A. If B is not father of A, this suggests that ordered pair B comma A does not exist in the given relation. Hence the relation is not going to be symmetric. Now the last one, let us check for transitive. A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. This time it's possible. Fine. Okay. Now just look this. A is father of B because A comma B belongs to R. Now the next one, B is father of C. Yes. This is the third generation. Okay. Grandfather, father and son. Something like this. Fine. Okay. Now if A is father of B and B is father of C, so what is the relation between A and C? Then clearly A will be what? Grandfather. A will be grandfather of C. So this suggests ordered pair A comma C does not exist at all. Fine. Now because of that reason the relation is not going to be transitive. It is not reflexive, it is not symmetric, hence it, and also it's not going to be transitive. Okay, let me tell you student the 5 examples what I explained. Fifth main, there are 5 examples based on human relation. If you can understand this human relations properly, if you can understand these 5 problems, definitely you will not face any problem at all throughout the topic of relation. Because numbers quite times you will be finding it difficult. Human relation, it's a logic, day-to-day life, live examples given to us. Just think a little bit, okay, and apply the logic. It's possible, okay.